Well, we are back once again with Texas to a video here. Sorry I haven't posted anything good lately. I know it's been a couple weeks. I gave you the little trigger review last week. Just had to do something. Got it in the mail. Had to try it. But today, this is, you've seen this before, it's the 18-inch cold hammer forged barrel Palmetto State Armory upper. This does now have my Sons of Liberty Gunworks bolt carrier group back in it, because I don't think that's detrimental to what kind of accuracy we're going to get. But accuracy testing is the name of the game today. I'm going to be loading these up with, 7 different types of ammunition. I've got this stuff. I have high hopes for this. This is the Winchester Hog ammo. This pulled 1 MOA 1 minute out of the KS-47 from PSA. So that doesn't mean it's going to do it again, but I've got high hopes because it pulled 4 inches out of the GF3 from PSI. So this is going to be the last set of 3, right? I know that's kind of not a true fair comparison running this thing back to back to back as the barrel heats up, but I figure if the KS-47 can pull 1 inch at the end of an 18-shot string, I don't see why this thing here couldn't do it as well either, because this is not a regular old PSA barrel. This is FN Herstall 18-inch cold hammer forged offering that was with the upper. Alright, second to last is going to be the Hornady Black. Alright, and then I've got some of this Federal Fusion. I've never used this stuff before. I see some guys, you know, they're picking it up. Haven't heard good or bad, but kind of putting these things in order what I think should do best at the end. So, worst to best. And I've got some Hornady American Whitetail. Alright, let me get all the names of these out, and then I'll go back and I will tell you what weights the bullets are. Alright, so, like I said, it's going to be 3-shot groups. And I'm not all that in a sack of potatoes at long distance shooting, and this ain't even long distance, 100 yards ain't nothing, right? But I did opt to get me I think it's the Diamondback 14 power from Vortex. I'm always a fan of Vortex products. Warranty's outstanding. Alright, this is Monarch 223, and that one, you know, I don't see a lot of people talking about that, but Academy sells it. We got some American Eagle, which I probably should have put in front of the Monarch as far as how I thought it would do, but then again, this stuff's been notorious for not being all that for some people, so we will find out today. Alright, let's miss box backwards. Alright, so 3 of those, and then I've got Frontier, Hornady Frontier ammunition. So we'll see how it does. It'll be the first one out the gate. And let's see, the Hog is a 64 grain, and this is a, what is this, a 1 1/8 twist barrel or something like that. So it should definitely should prefer the heavier ammunition, but not sure. Should have totally had all these opened up already. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I got this thing sighted in pretty quick, you know, look down the bore, get everything situated where it needs to be. And then after this, I will be testing the 20-inch variant. That was a hell of a deal whenever they were, I guess, clearing out inventory or what have you. But the Winchester Hog is a 64 grain. The Hornady Black is, Jesus, alright, 62 grain. So that's why I try to put the heavier ones on the end. The Federal Fusion's a 62. Let's see. Alright, it's a 60 grain for the Hornady Whitetail, 55 grain for the Monarch, 55 grain for the American Eagle, and 55 grain for the Hornady Frontier. So, like I said, I'm going lightest to heaviest. You know, these little more aggressive twists like to stabilize the heavier rounds a little better. Wish I could have found something even heavier than that, but I just picked up what Academy had. Leave that one. That was whenever I was sighting everything in. Alright, let's see how it does. It does have the Palmetto State Armory 3.5 pound drop-in trigger to help this. That goes our Frontier Hornady ammo. Alright, this was the American Eagle. That looks like crap, I can tell from here. And now we're on to the Monarch, which surprisingly does well with their steel case when you use an AK variant or anything 6.2 by 39 for me anyway. Let's see. Alright, and now we're on to our Winchester Whitetail. Alright, we're at this Fusion Federal stuff. Alright, Hornady Black. Alright, we'll get this Winchester Hog for the end here. Alright, locked open. Alright, can't go cut, and we'll go check things out. Alright, we are back down range here, 100 yards from where we started, and I had to keep everything on my phone here to remember what, you know, in what order I shot this stuff. But surprisingly, I thought was going to be the crappy, fairly crappy, was the, let's see, that was the Frontier from Hornady. It actually went 1.25 inches, not too shabby. This stuff here opened up. This is the, what is that, American Eagle. Yeah, it's American Eagle. It opened up. Two of them were pretty close, but ended up 2.7 inches. So that's kind of disappointing. Monarch steel case does good in the AKs, surprisingly well actually. But on this one, it went 4 inches out of this thing. Not steel case. It is brass case ammo. And then we're at the Whitetail. I had two of them. They damn near stacked. And then it has one fly open, and it opened up to 3 inches, so that's not all that at all. And let's see here. Now we're at our Federal Fusion. That opened up pretty poorly. That's about 2.5 inches that opened up on that. Now the black, the Hornady Black actually went just over MOA. Let's call it 1.1. Not too bad. I've never tried to shoot accuracy with it, so it does pretty well. But the Winchester Hog, it actually surprised me and let me down at 2.5 inches. So, you know. Now, how would this thing do if I let it cool off and then did each round? Probably improve quite a bit. So right now I'm going to let it keep cooling off, and I don't know if I'll do the filming on it. I'll probably just let this thing cool off, and I will try probably redo this one and this one. And if it tightens up, I'll pop film back on, come back in so I can tie that in, give you guys some closure to what this thing will do without, you know, at the end of an 18, 21 shot string, because, you know, to be fair, that's not exactly how you normally do this. And I just like running and see what it would do, because that kind of addresses how well a barrel really is built. If it doesn't move around a lot, that's pretty impressive. The KS-47 impressed the hell out of me. Backed it up with the 10.5 inch model. It went 1.5 inch MOA with the same ammo that went 1 inch out of the 16 inch barrel, and they were both the last 3 rounds of an 18 shot string. That's pretty impressive. So, all right, I'll cut out and we'll come back and look at it and see what happens in a minute. All right, let this thing cool off, and This stuff here did not change. Same order that I shot this stuff in. It still went 2 1/4 inch. This stuff actually opened up a 1/4 of an inch. It was like 1 1/4 inch. It went 1 1/2 inch, and I don't remember what this was. It was trashy. It's still trashy. It's 3 1/4, 3 1/2. So nothing to write home about on those. I'd like to find some 77 grains, see how that does, because everybody I talk to says these 1/8 twists really like a more aggressive weight. So if I had some 77 grain, I would have brought it and tried it, because that's what I was looking forward to. I'm going to have to go online and order something, I guess, because it's not something I'm finding locally at any stores. Maybe I'll try out one of the big name hunting stores, because Academy let me down. But that's it for this one. I'm going to wrap this up. Next one's going to be a 20-inch variant. So if that one, without the coal hammer forged barrel, doesn't massively better, that's going to be pretty funny. But anything's possible. All right. Thanks for watching.